Behind the scenes in the NFL, a bomb is about to go off. A trade that no one expected to see happen right now is gaining serious momentum, my friend, and its impact could completely change the landscape of the league. The most impressive part of all is that almost no one imagined a move of this magnitude would happen at this moment. But the information has leaked, and it's already shocking fans and analysts from coast to coast. So if you're a true Eagles fan, hit that like button and subscribe right now, because this is one of the biggest bombshells of the moment. I'm going to break down everything happening with the Eagles this week, including the most explosive rumor involving one of the most important players on the roster, a division rival trying to steal a target that was on Philadelphia's radar, and a concerning analysis about the Eagles' main divisional opponent. But first, hit that like and subscribe to the channel because the news just keeps coming. An completely unexpected rumor is shaking the NFL right now, and it involves the most physical and explosive receiver on the Eagles roster. According to journalist Jason La Canfora of Sports Boom, league executives mentioned a team in private conversations as a possible destination in a bombshell trade that almost no one imagined a few weeks ago. We're talking about A.J. Brown and the reported interest from the Jacksonville Jaguars. This rumor gained even more traction after all the speculation surrounding the New England Patriots, head coach Mike Vrabel, and media reports about the wide receiver's future. But there's an important detail here. Brown did not request a trade. The Eagles also did not publicly open trade negotiations. Even so, NFL executives believe that several franchises are monitoring Philadelphia because of Howie Roseman's aggressive salary cap strategy and the franchise's constant search for roster flexibility. That's exactly where Jacksonville comes in. The Jaguars want to accelerate Trevor Lawrence's development before internal pressure increases even further. Inside the league, there's a perception that the team's offense still lacks a dominant veteran receiver capable of deciding big games. Brian Thomas Jr. has shown inconsistency in his development, while 2025's top draft pick, Travis Hunter, is being prepared increasingly as a cornerback rather than a primary wide receiver. That changes the entire picture. Brown remains one of the most physical and explosive wide receivers in all of the NFL. His combination of strength, explosiveness, and aggressive routes can single-handedly transform games. And for Trevor Lawrence, that could be exactly the missing piece. But do you really think Jacksonville has the ability to pay the price Roseman is going to demand? According to La Canfora, one executive believes the trade could happen before training camp. Another stated that the situation could gain momentum after June 1st due to salary cap considerations. According to SpotRack, Brown signed a 3-year, $96 million extension with Philadelphia in 2024. In 2026 alone, the receiver carries an impact of approximately $23 million on the cap, and if the trade happens before June 1st, the cap hit for the Eagles jumps to over $43 million. After that date, the number drops to around $16 million. That's the primary reason the entire market is pointing toward a post-June 1st deal. Now here's where this gets really interesting for Philadelphia. With Jacksonville entering the picture, Roseman suddenly finds himself in a position he loves, running a silent auction. The Patriots have been the frontrunner all offseason, and it's easy to understand why. Mike Vrabel already knows exactly what Brown brings to an offense, having coached him in Tennessee. New England desperately needs a game-changing receiver to build around Drake May after their surprising Super Bowl run. But now, with the Jaguars and reportedly even the Kansas City Chiefs and San Francisco 49ers circling, Roseman has every reason to hold firm on his asking price or even raise it. That's the kind of leverage that turns a good trade into a great one, and nobody in this league squeezes value out of a negotiation like Howie Roseman. The Patriots remain the most heavily favored destination, but this is no longer a one-team race, and Philadelphia did not sit still waiting for this to play out. During the offseason, the Eagles already added Marquise Hollywood Brown, Mekhi Lemon, and Dontavion Wicks to the roster. Those moves clearly signal a transition. The team is preparing for life after A.J. Brown. So what will the final destination be for the receiver who transformed Jalen Hurts' offense over the last few years? Jacksonville, New England, or something nobody has imagined yet? While the A.J. Brown saga dominates the headlines, another move has started generating waves inside the NFC East, and this one directly involves a rival, the New York Giants. According to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport, cornerback Naz Johnson visited the Giants just days after also meeting with the Eagles during free agency. Johnson left Philadelphia without a contract following his visit on May 4th, which raised serious questions about the Eagles' true interest in the defender. Johnson spent the last 4 seasons with the Kansas City Chiefs, where he was built primarily as a defensive rotation piece and special teams specialist. In 2024, he participated in 498 defensive snaps for the Chiefs, showing speed, dynamism, and solid defensive reading in different roles in the secondary. His athletic profile caught the attention of several teams around the league. But that's exactly where a key issue arises for Philadelphia. The Eagles significantly revamped their secondary this offseason. The headline addition was cornerback Riq Woolen, considered one of the team's most important defensive moves in 2026. Beyond him, the franchise also signed Jonathan Jones and JT Gray to strengthen depth and special teams. In the 2026 draft, Philadelphia selected Cole Wisniewski, in addition to adding undrafted defenders after the event. In other words, the competition at cornerback is enormous, and that explains why Johnson left Philadelphia without an immediate deal. The fact is that when a free agent leaves a visit without signing within a few days, historically that tends to be a sign the team has moved in another direction. It's not a guarantee, but it's a pattern that repeats itself in the NFL, and the Giants are ready to take advantage of that indecision. Meanwhile, the Eagles continue preparing for OTAs, which begin on May 26th, ahead of the mandatory minicamp scheduled for June 9th and 10th. Depending on how those secondary training sessions go, Philadelphia could still change course or simply watch a direct rival strengthen their defense with a player who came very close to wearing green. And speaking of NFC East rivals, a concerning analysis is gaining traction in the national media, and this time the focus is on Washington. After their surprising run 2 seasons ago, when the Commanders reached the NFC Championship game led by rookie Jaden Daniels, many believed Washington would become a constant threat to the Eagles' dominance. But now, serious doubts are surfacing about the team's future, and the one raising the alarm was former NFL quarterback and current ESPN analyst Tim Hasselbeck. During his appearance on the On the Fence podcast, Hasselbeck praised Daniels' talent, but made it clear he's concerned about the support the quarterback is receiving from the organization. According to him, the main problem with Washington's offense is the lack of explosive plays surrounding the quarterback. He stated that the Commanders don't possess the same speed, aggressiveness, and ability to create big gains that other elite NFL teams currently display. In modern football, that kind of limitation changes everything. The league's most dangerous offenses create quick separation, pressure defenses vertically, and force impossible coverages throughout the entire game. That's exactly how Philadelphia has dominated the NFC in recent years. While the Eagles surrounded Jalen Hurts with physical, fast, and extremely dangerous players after the catch, Washington still seems to have not found that balance around Daniels. Hasselbeck even compared the situation to the work the Baltimore Ravens have done around Lamar Jackson. According to him, Baltimore consistently invested in explosive pieces to maximize their quarterback's talent. The Commanders, for now, still appear far from that level of offensive support. And for the Eagles, that's exactly the kind of news that energizes the locker room. Philadelphia remains one of the most complete franchises in the NFL, with a deep roster, an explosive offense, and a structure built to compete for the Super Bowl every single year. If Washington truly failed to build the right roster around Daniels, the Eagles' path in the NFC East could be far more comfortable than many expected. With the A.J. Brown trade still unresolved, the battle between the Eagles and Giants for a cornerback on the open market, and the growing doubts surrounding the Commanders, which of these situations do you think most impacts the Eagles' 2026 season? Leave your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Eagles news.